it off, but here we go. That's beautiful. We haven't seen Vertigo so far, I think.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
That's super nice.
That's a skyline.
Actually.
That's what I want to have an apartment.
Can I get that as a screensaver or something?
Yeah.
Like a wallpaper? Like
Penthouse suite.
Actually, that's a good shout out for BTS as well. Give us some wallpapers, BTS. This is some fancy shit you got going on with the graphics. Let's make those into some proper wallpapers.
Yeah. More work.
More work for you guys. More work for us. We are live with Vertigo. FURIA starting on the T side. We have 3 sets of nades here walking over towards the B bomb site. And it's going to be Cirque holding that by himself.
He's gonna have a very bad time. No teammates. Molotov's out. Here we go. Shots raining in. He's burning out in the open. That's a well-planned and well-executed strategy from FURIA.
Indeed it is. And on top of that, even for the afterplant as well, there's still a bunch of nades on Furious, and I think this is going to be a very difficult retake rather, from EG. There's still a smoke and a flashbang on Stanislaw. I think waiting for rotations to come in. We're going to wait for the smoke, and here we see the boom. Oh man, gets the trade. It's a full-on brawl here on the B-bomb sites. A lot of trades happening. Still a 3-on-2 situation in favor of FURIA. Make it a 2-on-1 now. Bomb sticking down is a Tariq. Can he do it? I think it's going to be a little bit too late for him. Yeah, excellent hold from FURIA. Nice little execute as well initially, knowing as well for us, Cirque was the only one holding that B bomb site for EG. And with nades as well on Furious, and gets the bomb down, and then even nades for afterplant, and good trades.
Really good trades, and he even gets a Molotov kill there with on the pistol round of things as EG are trying to retake. So a really nice, well thought out and perfectly executed set piece from FURIA right off the bat. But EG once again, they forced right back into this. So FURIA, if they're not in the clear quite yet, things can still get pretty dicey on these second round buys, as we've seen all week long.
Yeah, no, exactly, and especially we look at EG's buy, and it's a nice buy in terms of a force buy, but they don't have a lot of flashbangs, and on this map, it's a lot of information play. I love this from Breeze, like this, the B choke point kind of is like something that when, especially on this map nowadays, you either go B in the beginning or you just wait, have them waste a bunch of nades. It's pretty relatively easy to take over after. You see here again, Vinny, as I talked about, like the wall banks and such. No point in just like going overly aggressive. Stick together here. And as I said, because of no flashbangs, they're kind of forced to go aggressive here on the EG side. This is what I was referring to as well, the aggression on the CT side. When we talk about utility and stuff, usually you just go and you fight towards this ramp side. But nowadays you see a little bit more aggression on the CT side where they want that whole area because they know that ramp doesn't actually give them anything. They waste a lot of nades early and they're forced to fall back eventually anyway. This is going to be a very close round actually. I'm just babbling here. While I do that, EG is actually doing a really good job here on the rotates and stuff. A little bit sloppy play from FURIA. It's a 2-on-1 now in favor of EG. K-Serrata does get the bomb up though and actually equalizes. It's going to be a 1-on-1 now. Rotates back to B.
Oh, and K-Serrata taking out Breeze's flank, that's a huge blessing for Furia's side. Now K-Serrata, he's going to be able to get the bomb down, and retaking just becomes so much more difficult for Tariq with just a CZ. Hopefully he's able to pick up a weapon, but he may even just opt to save.
No, he's definitely going for this. Even though, because this map as well, like rotations-wise, if he had just started running right off the bat, he would hit that bomb stop by like 7 seconds. A lot of time left to be worked with, even if it doesn't have a kit here. Still going to be pretty speedy, but did he didn't spot him there. There we go. Now he spots him. So now time's at the window. It doesn't really matter. Now it's all about hitting the shots. And he's not going. Yeah, super close. Nice round there from EG. It's obviously a full buy round from them. Important for FURIA as well. Even though they just had the one member alive, we always know the second buy round or the second round there is like super dangerous. This is the kind of like the bonus round that you see nowadays from the T side. This is where you kind of want the FURIA side to, yeah, they can lose to one player and stuff like that, but this should be a very dominant round. You tend to see, just one member maybe die, even all 5 alive. This is where you kind of start building that back on the T side. Or this is where you want to start building the bank on the T side.
Hopefully FURIA are able to have a breather, but I see 4 HE grenades on the EG side of things. We'll see if they're able to Kobe anyone here.
Kobe!
0 damage. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, though.
Not always great.
Art, he's certainly going to try to farm things up, but Henny, he's in a good spot now. He's hearing a lot of movement, though. And they know
Aw.
now B's clear.
He's thirsty.
Yep.
He's going to get this. He's
Wait,
gonna
what
get-
was the noise Robin made? Go ahead, Jason.
No. Listen, that's a Robin and also potentially a DeBear's noise. Nice sequence from Yuri. Right back into Henny. That flank didn't, they went away from him. They were scared.
Unlucky. Unlucky for Henny. He wanted that money. But this is gonna be a strong buy coming in for EG. You missed it, Jason. EG had a
saw at the
really
end.
close,
Yes.
really close second round.
Yeah, that close but no cigar, as they
Yeah.
say. Close only counts in horseshoes. Close only counts in hand grenades.
What else?
I got nothing else.
You don't have a third?
I wish I did now that I've actually gotten to this point.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh, that's a quick little jump up.
Oh.
Missed shot. I like that Circus going for
Yeah.
this. That's a nice one as well. And now they know there's one clear. That's bold, though. He's just ignoring the entirety of middle. And meanwhile, oh, the bomb is actually dropped right there as well.
Right
was
at
that,
his feet.
Was that the guy who came up
Yeah,
second that
that
he
was-
flicked over to?
I think that was Art.
Ooh, that's a really unfortunate position to lose the bomb. That sucks. And they've already seen Henny get to this position.
And the crazy thing about this round is just one or two things could have absolutely changed the outcome of this round for Furia, but nice answer from EG. It's like you said, Cirque, he didn't back down. He went for more after he killed that first initial pusher, which was Art. Once he took him out, he got that confidence. And now Henny, at this point, I mean, if he gets a kill, he's going to be happy with just the money. But Cirque's got such a deep angle on him here.
The big thing is if he can, I mean, obviously take money away. Now the M4 in hand. I don't know. It almost looks like he half wants to save this.
Yeah, but
Finding a new angle for a fight. Could have had it. Nice shot from Cirque. Nice round from Cirque.
yeah, what a huge round. And you saw that second kill that he whiffed on Cirque. He had no idea that he would come back up and re-peek him. In no world would he imagine that Cirque was just going to hop back up and challenge in that instance. So definitely the boldest play to make, and
Taste of his own
Cirque
medicine.
makes it work, yeah, for sure.
All right. Round number 5. Good lead for Furia so far. Oh, Molotov in. That means Art, as if he needed more motivation to move forward.
Oh,
my
boy.
lord. What a perfect timing. And
He'll
that's,
take that.
Yeah.
He'll take that all day.
Oh, that's got to be so frustrating. There's 4 players there.
Poor Stanislaw, but Yuri, he's lurking through the smoke too. He wants some more. What a nice spam from Ethan. I think that was just a sound cue.
Might have been the smoke fading because it
Yeah?
looked like Yuri wanted to get the hell out real quick. That timing might have been everything. That timing certainly was everything. Okay, Serrano going to step up to the plate. That's, again, the bomb going through mid for this boost box is relatively dangerous.
The reason why this is happening is because this map is kind of played out a little bit more like a Mirage nowadays. When you look at, for example, this phase setup on Mirage,
Okay.
right, where they go A ramp a lot because they know that a lot of people utilize the connector area a lot.
Okay.
It's very much the same thing on Vertigo here, where because the mid is so open and because the mid from T side and mid to C side is so fast, one of the new adaptations you tend to make on the CT side is
Push
if
through
they-
the stairs.
Exactly. You take stairs control instead, you leave them with mid, and you still have the sides, so you come with the retake from CT spawn, and you have the A ramp,
Okay.
and they're stuck on the bomb site. And you will see teams more and more do it that way, because the reason, the change of the B bomb site right now is it's very open. So if T's have mid, you're just dead on the bomb site. You're forced to push somewhere.
Yeah.
So obviously you can either push just CT spawn, but then you're stuck. You have no control, or you do it the way I'll use face. The phase one again, you know, the phase mentality on the Mirage there of just taking A ramp control instead. Very much the same thing here.
Cirque has been heating up. Heating up on this map. A lot of impactful kills so far, but Vinny's able to recover that AK at least.
Yeah, and we talk about the adaptation on this map. We saw last round EG goes 4 members on the A bombs are very aggressive. Here's the thing, and one of the things we talk about on this map when it comes to like the win situation on this map is getting the bomb down on A with a little bit more nades of like for the retake space or for after plants. What EG is doing right now is like basically setting up themselves up of like showing Furia, hey, if you want to take A ramp, you have to spend a lot of utility to do so. And for EG, for next setup, you even see the utility they have right now. They're in a perfect spot right now to potentially do an A retake with this kind of setup. Same thing you will see next round and stuff. And it's all about like having the T's kind of second guess themselves and kind of have the T's like wasting nades or not wasting nades, reading the game well, of getting to that point of like, oh, our CT is wasting a lot of nades. They're not going to be able to retake the bomb site. This is great. Like let's go for that. Our CT is not wasting a lot of nades. Then we have to do the same thing. You know, we have to also limit our nade usage, so we also have a good good execute coming in. Slow round into B here, 25 seconds left.
Why is everyone jumping so much? That's a wild swing from Breeze. Cirque looking for the follow-up kill. He's starting to heat up in this series. He's starting to heat up on this map as well. He's looking good early on in these first 6 rounds or so. 10 kills and 3 deaths.
Definitely beautiful. Those hops, they may look silly, but you know, FURIA were doing their damnedest to make those shots as difficult as possible for Cirque. Going uphill on the stairs though, that tends to make it a little more challenging to B-hop properly. But Cirque, man, he'll take those peaks all day long. That's just another DM sesh for him.
Limited buy here with the full buy from FURIA. But we look at nades, it's not going to be a lot. Trades have to be in order, or aggressive play has to be in order. We see Art here, same spot as before that he got the trade from. Very common for T's to try. Oh, wow, okay, they've just swapped positions. This is insane, actually. I wonder if they spotted him. This is a perfect spot for Art. They don't know. They have no idea. Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
This is crazy, but I mean, the longer this goes on without
Yeah,
him
I don't
finding
know if
anything...
I don't know if I like this. I would have really preferred him to just go through ramp, but I think he was worried that maybe they spotted him a little bit.
They can meet back up at B.
Well, if he gets this kill, it's going to cause the rotations, but he needs that kill, and he's got it. That's a good find. And yeah, they can go all the way back.
Oh!
Oh, gun out, Art. No! Tarek is going to rotate into position. Oh, that's risky.
Ooh, Tarek! Some bold moves from him. I like the effort. That was A++ for effort, but man, the timing was not on his side.
I know.
Maybe 1.5 seconds too late on that play.
I know it's a meme, but he was thinking content at that point.
No, I understand it. He's trying to get the one up on the maps, but look, if it worked, we would have been bowing down to his boldness.
Well, because the mid box now, the way that you kind of take B from mid, that right by that wall there, where he just jumped past, it's a very common spot for T's nowadays to hold like that jump or the boost spot and also see the spawn at the same time. So it might have been content.
Might have been.
Might have also been for the round win. Maybe both.
Hey, two birds, one stone, right?
The man can do both.
2 birds,
It's
one
Tarek
stone.
after all.
Yeah.
To be fair, he had 1 stone and he got 0 birds in that play. Let's all make sure we're on the same
Okay,
page.
Debbie Downer over here.
Listen,
Relax.
Listen, some of us are, you know, some people say Debbie Downer, some people say realist.
Uh-huh.
Timeout. We're not sure from which one, but this is a great buy from both of these teams. We have the AWP back up on Cirque. We see more and more on the T side as well. We see, notice FURIA. This map is not very nice for a T side AWPer. There's not a lot of like wiggle room with it. It's like an Inferno. You can play with it if you want, but because there's a lot of close quarters duels and a lot of like aggression through smokes and stuff like that, people do tend to lean a little bit more and more with the 5 AKs.
I love the way that this A ramp fight has developed. I remember Theory, like when it first got released, and obviously there's been a lot of changes that have allowed this kind of aggression, but when it first came out and everyone thought that A ramp aggression just wasn't working with the way it was planned, now it's starting to be effective. That's a fun battle to watch. It's a really scrappy one.
Yeah, and exactly like there's so many ways you can kind of do it. Right? Even in this game, we kind of see the mind games going on with both of these teams. Right now, we see EG not going aggressive. They're wasting a lot of nades, but now we see that retake setup that I talked about. Now, the downside, and I guess the positive side at the same time is, you know, EG actually doesn't have a lot of nades for it. They have enough nades to potentially do a retake here with the man that they have. But as for FURIA, this is, I always say this, like this should be 100% of a round loss for FURIA. Like EG really has to mess up here in order for them to lose this round. Because FURIA has no nades left for this retake. They get the bomb down.
Peace.
But because the way the map is situated, it's a very hard hold.
Cirque, man, he's having a game.
He's really having a good game. And man, EG's response at that A ramp, it's been phenomenal. They are not letting Art
Yeah, I was gonna
do
say
his usual shenanigans.
when I think of FURIA on this map, I think of them just being like that A ramp fight with how scrappy and chaotic it gets. I just think of FURIA like most of the time that I've watched them play Vertigo, I see them winning that A ramp fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So EG's doing a pretty good job overall. There's still a lot of Counter-Strike left to be played in the half. 7 more rounds, so we'll see how that progresses. But at least the early return so far is that EG's been able to put a stop to it.
Talk about scrappiness. This buy once again coming out of FURIA. It's pretty scrappy. 2 SMGs, 4 rifles, 3 rifles, one of them being a Galil. And Yuri, he's going to try to take over Art's duties, and this time he's successful. And okay, there it is.
Well,
Round done.
they started off well. It hasn't continued into this round. Stanislaw is going to try and pick up the pieces, but I think he missed that opportunity to kill the planter, and that should be the fallback signal. Teammate's not even close.
Yeah, and that's a change of pace from FURIA. Opt to go, like they've been obviously going towards that A ramp quite a bit, but this was a very fast round, and on top the focus wasn't at the hut area, or what do you call that here in the NA?
Which
The
one?
right side
the
area,
scaffolding. Short A.
Scaffolding?
Short A.
Oh, okay. Before the focus had been short A for FURIA, here we see just a focus on ramp of like, okay, let's just try and kill the upper. Art does a really good job. I actually think that Art might have done the same short A play as he's always done. Insane shenanigans, but overall I think the change of pace really caught EG off guard there. We might see a little bit of a change in terms of adaptation for EG for this round, a little bit more aggression maybe towards the A ramp of like kind of countering that. This is where it kind of gets fun on this map because it's very straightforward in some sense, but because of that, you have a lot of stuff where it's just a lot of mental stuff. It's a lot of mindset for the opponents that you're playing. Even if you're EG here now, are you going to go aggressive? Are you not going to go aggressive? Are you going to hold the nades for retake? There's a lot of options here. No opto. Scrappy buy. SMG at the farmers.
No opto.
No opto. On the T side as well, as I had mentioned, you know, it looks like FURIA is just opting not to pick up the off even on that T side, even though they have the money or even have the drop. So
It's a nice little kill from Yuri. Stanislaw's been playing around the edge of that smoke quite a bit on this ramp. Ooh, I like this boost. Not going to spot
FURIA.
anything with it.
They usually spam this, and there it is. Ethan holding his ground. He's stuck because Tarek is so heavy.
That's such a sick little tactic.
Man, yeah.
That worked so well.
I was saying, I said it day one, I think, when Pro League was happening and right before, and all these teams were playing in Pro League. FURIA was in Europe at that time, and we were obviously in Flashpoint. We got to experience the new FURIA firsthand. Like, the amount of stuff that they had, like, new stuff, oh my god. Like, they had some triple boosts at overpass and stuff like you've never even seen before. They had some insane executes and stuff like that. And it was coming in. I'm not sure which tournament they were coming into, but I was saying, like, FURIA's back, man. Like, they're so hard to play against. Even the way the mentality of these players as well, like, they just never give up. We talk about, like, a lot of the mentality of aggressive players. Just the whole thing of, you know, for a lot of the mental thing, especially if you're a young player, if you're aggressive, it doesn't work the first few rounds, so you're not getting kills, you tend to stop, you tend to be passive, you tend to start baiting. But that's not the case with FURIA. It's like literally again and again, and I love that because at the end of the day, this is your winning, like, scenario. This is how you play to win, and you can't get away from that. And, you know, we see that from FURIA as well, and I just love that about that team.
Yeah, it's cool seeing them when they gain an advantage. It's like they keep pressing it to see how much they can gain from that one advantage. Like when they get that kill on Stanislaw, and then he just keeps marching up scaffolding short A, and it's just like, I'm just going to keep moving forward until someone stops me, you know, and then you just kind of see what you can get.
And even the backup there, even the walling, yeah, just that, like a small thing like that, sure, the damage isn't the biggest thing here. It's just the whole thing of, like, you kind of keep EG, of, like, you kind of not expecting that if you EG. Another aggressive round here, it's a save. 2 weapons save from EG, but it's an aggressive. Art is here every single round, and he's like a CT player at this point. I can't believe that EG just hasn't, like, figured this out yet. Like, hold that just angle on the other side instead. You don't have to play aggressive every single round. but it's another aggressive round. A lot of trading happening. Art doing his usual stuff. Yeah, he goes down, but like now we see, look at the map. FURIA has all of mid, and they're making the way towards B, and EG, they're gonna have to reply to this.
FURIA's layers in these rounds are so great to watch on this Vertigo. I mean, you could see all the pressure they're putting towards A, but it doesn't matter. Every round they've had Henny poking and prodding towards mid, waiting for the rotations to be manipulated. And he's found the timing. We've seen it time and time again. Him walking out this mid, securing that B bomb site, and cutting off those rotations. And from that point, it's a checkmate. At this point, EG, they can't even get to the bomb site.
And that's why this map is so interesting, right? We talked about the mid in terms of like timing, right? Like mid is not used for a lot of the rounds in terms of like, hey, let's go mid and like go somewhere else. Mid is used a lot about like cutting down rotation, of like trying to get a flank, because the rotations kind of like overpass. Like if your T and one of your members gets a kill onto mid or even on the B, it's a very quick rotate call, like, hey, let's just leave A and go B. For EG here, I would love for them to like even call a timeout or even talk about it now. Please give me a retake setup one round, because right now you're fighting for that A ramp control, and you're losing, and you're giving FURIA what they want, and you know what Art is doing every single round here now. Just try and change the pace a little bit. They're wasting a lot of nades taking this A ramp control. Just play defensive one round. You can go mid round aggression if you want. You just don't have to do it in the beginning of the round that you've been doing. Cirque has a great spawn again here with an off. Again, yeah, you can go aggressive, but I don't need you guys to overcommit here. Yeah, you might win the round or whatever, but there's more ways of playing this side.
Well, let's find out. It's actually FURIA who go defensive.
If FURIA doesn't go down there, I love this play from FURIA in the sense.
Look at Art. What a little rat. He's just... they have the success. They had the early kill on the other side of the map, except they lose this one. And Art just continues. Another kill as he presses towards CT spawn.
And this is another great round for FURIA. I mean, I think they're just doing this so well, right? Like the mind games that's coming in on their and on the EG side. So much focus in the beginning of this half on that A bomb side. It's a 2-on-2 situation. You know, I'm not going to count EG out just yet. It's a nice little flashbang too. This is, I was going to say, this is doable. It's definitely doable. They managed to retake. And one thing that I will note here about this retake is, look at the amount of nades that EG has left. Look at the flashbang that comes in. If FURIA, they have good positioning, but because EG has so many good flashbangs, they've even gone through the flashbangs. This is a great little retake.
I can't believe that flashbang works so well.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to go short. I didn't think that was even going to catch him. Well done. 5-7. Still, that's a pretty costly win. And one thing it doesn't solve for EG is that they didn't actually stop FURIA in any way, right? They won the retake. Like, that still was Art finding such a massive gap in the defense.
Really nice calling from the...
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
You can tell we're so old, man. I'm going to have to take a photo of this one.
This is the Boomer TV. Holy moly.
This is fantastic.
That's actually... They've clutched it.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm actually ashamed at what we have to look at right now.
Dude, you don't have to be ashamed, man. Just be prideful that we're dead in a few years. We've done our part in this world, Jason. Another round, another entry for Art. He's doing the same shenanigans in mid here, you know, the adaptation I was talking about. There's been a lot of focus on A, and FURIA last 2 rounds has been the focus towards B and mid. And we'll see here, we talk about, again, I talk about the adaptation, but FURIA has been done such a good job with this. Not even a timeout being called, so for EG, you know, they're having a hard time adapting here. Both of these rounds, as Jason pointed out, the problem has been they haven't been able to hold the bomb sites. Like here we see, like last round, EG wins on the retake. Here, FURIA is just very aggressive in their face again. They get a lot more, even a lot more trading done now, and you know, bomb down with a 3-on-1 situation. This is a flat-out save for Tarek. Another lovely round from FURIA. Impressive. We talk about the good, like, you know, the Vertigo teams. Now, we don't have these teams in the same group, but I would love to see a FURIA versus 100 Thieves on this map. I love the same approach. 100 Thieves has a little bit of a different approach on this map compared to a FURIA. They actually utilize B a little bit more. They utilize the mid a little bit more. They have really cool executes on the B bomb side. A lot of, like, expo runs on there as well.
I feel like both bomb sites feel like B bomb sites to me on this map. Do you ever get that sense when you play a map of Counter-Strike? Like you can
Yeah,
just
you
feel
wanna
which
know
one's
why?
A and which one's B,
Well-
but both sides here feel like B bomb sites.
The reason why you say that, I think, is because in most cases you can see, because this map could be played on retake on both. You can have the anchor spots, you can have the operator just playing defensive on A, and like you have 3 guys in mid just for fast rotates. So I can kind of see why you say that. It is a little bit weird of an inter layout. I think this is why people have also had a hard time with this map, is because this is not the norm of a CS map.
Yeah.
You know, they've like thrown this out the window and be like, hey, we want like very like close quarters. Let's utilize some other weapons maybe, and like kind of see if we can get another cool map going.
Ooh. Nice 2 kills from Cirque. Vinny's going to go down. This one's easy. This one's nice for EG. They get to hold on to everything.
And here for, if you're Yuri, looking at the rounds and looking at EG's money, the most important thing here for Yuri is obviously trying to get as many kills as possible.
He ain't even going to get 1, bro.
He's going to get to 2.
2?
Yeah.
Potter, you want to get in on this action?
3.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well,
oh, wow. Okay.
she's
Yep.
already
He's
lost.
going to win the round, huh?
I think Yuri is low-key
He's-
the best Furia player.
He's getting 0 kills this round.
Nope. I'm calling 3. He's got 45 seconds. He's in the position that he wants. He chose to be here, Jason.
No, okay, yeah. We'll see how that works out for him.
1v5. Look, he's reading him. He's sniffing him out. Boom. There's 1. Yup.
Just 2 more to go. 25 seconds on the clock.
Yes. Go A. Yes.
There's only 1 player there. He would lose if he went to A.
Well, he needs bomb first and foremost as well.
Well, he's not, guys. Okay.
I'm not saying he's going to win. I said he's going to
2.
get 2 kills. That's exactly what I said.
If he gets 3, I'm going to cry.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
No!
Yeah, see, thank you so much.
There you go,
Breeze,
Robin.
come on, man.
Thank Christ. Couldn't handle that. Can't let Potter win those. Cirque's got 16 kills and 8 deaths.
Can we
Yes, sir.
put up the scoreboard, please?
Wait, why do you need the scoreboard? Look
No,
at
well, I wanted to see the round winner, because I was saying like Furia has had a
Okay.
very dominant kind of first showing here, but we see here, yeah, look at the trades, but we see the counter here from EG winning
Look
the
at how
last
many
2
rounds
out
they
of the 3
couldn't even
rounds.
fight for. That's
Yeah.
so mental.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's got to be so frustrating.
Yeah, so we'll
I
see
mean,
here.
I'm not going to lie. For the amount of times they've had to like save and just lost rounds based off bomb site takes, EG has a pretty good scoreline.
No, I
all
agree. That's
things
why I wanted to
considered.
see it as well, because I do feel like they clawed their way back, but they had a really good mid round, and then Furia obviously going with the counter. But last 2 rounds, we've seen again. Last round, it looks like Furia is leaning more towards that B bomb site. I would have loved to see here again, like the adaptation of like you can start off with B here. You kind of know. Look at the nades on the EG side as well. This would be a perfect round to kind of fall back and go towards A, knowing that they're not going to have a lot of nades for the retake. As I say that, I love it, Furia. You're in my ear. Or in my head, I don't know, but you're doing
You're in
exactly
their
what I've
ear.
asked. Maybe I'm cheating. We'll see here. That's okay. He
Oh,
gets
that's
the
a
leg
good
shot
start.
too. Yeah, and this is a very dangerous position for EG, because now we talk about, like I said, with the retakes and stuff like that, they don't have a lot of nades. I love this play from Ethan. This is really what you have to do. Even this as well, like going aggressive. You know you're not going to be able to hold this, and even for the retake for afterplant, you have to go aggressive. Ask for flash here, or even send it the one-way smoke. This is a perfect play from EG. Even if it doesn't work out, I feel like this is the best case for them. And then the rotates coming in. Okay. This is great. Yeah, textbook, Jason. I'm so happy
You're
right
so
now.
happy and
I'm
excited
so
you
happy,
can't
yeah,
even
because
speak.
because when I talk about it and it actually happens at the same time, I just I get warm inside. Maybe even a small little hard on. But let's see. We're gonna swap the sides after this break.
Small
Let's find
little
out if
hard-on,
can
it says.
Furia win this 2-0. It's gonna go to a third map.
And we're back, baby. We're live. We've had some technical difficulties in the studio. Robin has spilled apple juice all over the place. And here we go. Fast into the pistol round. Yuri goes down. Good shot from Tarek. Once again, a pistol round. I am left all alone. Colleagues have abandoned me. And Stanislaw is going to open things up quite nicely. Triple kill in the round for him.
Oh, I got so excited that I had an accident here.
You can actually go to the bathroom. I'm okay. I can handle this.
Listen, man. Let me cast this round.
Okay. It's already over. This is the time. This is the time.
Next round after this will be Vertigo. Oh man, my sock is so wet.
Oh my.
There's so much apple juice on that sock. It's unbelievable. Oh, but it's an EG pistol, I feel like they've won both of the pistols on this map so far. Aggressive round, a little bit of spin air from FURIA up in the middle. Or we heard a little squeal there. Ah! Gets the Zeus kill.
This is ambitious.
I want to know what sound that is for the Zeus.
What do you mean?
Is that like a...
He gets electrocuted, so obviously...
Is that an electrocuted
it's
voice?
a pain, yeah.
Okay.
I love that Tarek gave Kaser out of the stair down
Have
there.
you not seen... obviously, this is like... You know, but have you not seen some of the videos when they get tasered or like, you know, the challenges all get tased?
Yeah, I have. I've never really heard that squeal, though.
Oh, dude, there's a squeal.
Okay. Do you still need to pee?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You just don't want to leave, huh?
No, listen, this is so exciting to me. This is the first weapon round as well. I think this is definitely
Have
the
you
one.
heard the story of players who, or have you heard about the tactic of not going to the bathroom before you play a match?
Yeah,
it
because
keeps you focused.
yeah.
It keeps you on edge.
It's the same thing. If you really have to like a bad shit, you just hold on that. Like, that's
Right.
really going to get you going.
We've really escalated that quickly. Oh, well. Back to the Counter-Strike.
It's a very fast round here from EG. A little bit of a B setup here. Bombs going down. That's a nice molly. Yeah, he's going to have to force to get off of that. So that's really nice from FURIA because that causes the rotation to come in. It's a 3-on-1 now with bomb going down, but this is going to be a very difficult round for Cirque to win. Oh, gets the first one, but he's completely stuck. Falls down to his death. Goodbye, Cirque. And that's the first weapon round of the CT side for FURIA.
Man, those Molotovs coming out for Furia's side.
And look at those purple gloves, man. Damn.
That's a long way to fall down.
It does add some cinematics to it.
Did you see that clip of Forrest this morning when he was streaming on
I
Vertigo
did.
and he lagged out?
I did.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's just
actually
like
pretty funny.
It warps all the way there.
Forrest cracks me up.
Forrest is
He's a funny guy.
yeah, he's great. Super nice. Funny guy. He doesn't rage.
He doesn't? That's good.
He's also a great listener. Like he's one of those like I think that like a player like Forrest is just honestly a one of a kind. If you can tell him something too of just the fact like he might make the mistake like once more, but he doesn't make it twice. He talks well, calms well.
Everything. He's the whole package.
Yeah, he's honest the whole package.
He's a gentleman.
Looks good, has a nice beard.
Yeah.
Obviously taken now with a child, but never say never. Bomb down again from EG, and that's going to be another save from FURIA. Yuri.
Okay, they're making it close. We talked about this as if it was going to be a FURIA 2-0. And I'm pleasantly happy that they've made this happen. All right. Well, we'll see what FURIA's got left in the tank. What's the third map, Potter? Do you remember?
I don't. Let me
Okay.
check.
Didn't mean to throw you under the bus there. Just wondering. And Bai is not going to be... And last half is Inferno, Christine.
Inferno.
Had word from above.
Picked by Furia.
Best third map in the business.
It was between Train and Inferno. But, you know, we got quite a few rounds in this one. And EG, they're making this one look pretty good so far. I mean, Breeze was just popping off since he's changed over to the T side with some nice entries. But Furia, their CT side so far, I've liked their mollies. I've liked their retakes.
The utility usage they had at the B bomb site for that retake 3-on-2 was so sick. The
Yeah.
Molotovs were perfect. Like they threw 3 of them, and they all actually did exactly what they were designed for, forcing players into the open. That's an awkward sequence of dueling. If Art can add one more, that'd be such a sick find. I thought he was going to get it. I'm not going to lie.
He definitely looked postured for it, but
The aim punch.
yeah, that's what feels bad for Tarek. You hate to see it, getting USP down at a headshot angle, but
They were hard targets to hit. They were staying mobile.
yeah,
Bob
little
and weave.
jiggles. EG's slowing things down a lot.
They're nervous.
Yeah, they don't want to run into
A stack. They're going
any
to run
more
into
of
one.
these.
They're getting there. M4 on Yuri. CZ pistols on the other two. This is a chance for Furia. And the M4 looks like it's going to be perhaps the first person to spot it, hiding at the moment. There's so much utility. The question for EG is if they really want to move in silently. Now, certainly, they've been spotted. They should be using their utility.
Oh.
There's a ball with smoke into the bomb site. Everyone's going to go down. Man, actually, they even swung into the site, and and they didn't see the two players,
Yeah.
the USPs along the wall.
Yeah, that was Stanislaw. He definitely didn't react, but I mean, I like the fact that he's still committed to his pathing and allowed his teammates to clean up behind him.
Do you think he didn't see it, or do you think he just ignored it and was like,
I
I'm
think,
focused on this
I think
one?
in this instance, he actually didn't see it, but generally, even if he did see it, maybe he would have still made that play anyway. But we'll say he saw it and made that play.
I like that.
Yeah, optimal stand. Dang, Henny. That's the start that FURIA have been needing. But, oh, Art. He gets answered to by Tarek, and now EG, once again, they're in a pretty good spot right now. FURIA haven't been as willing as EG were to just ride or die, fight for this A ramp.
I think we're gonna see it eventually. I think there's like so many ways of doing that. We had the op there this time around on the FURIA side. Maybe he wants to try and, you know, survive. We don't have to necessarily lose demand there for Art, but Yuri was also there. But the problem here that I see as well, we go back to the whole thing of nades. And he's a pretty good spot here. I love this little approach because it's like a semi-aggressive setup from FURIA, knowing as well if EG were to do a full execute on A here, like if they fall back behind the smokes, they're not going to have enough nades to kind of go away from that. So this is a pretty mid-round aggression setup of like, even if you go A ramp, they can still push this. And also it's a good setup if they do go that A short control area for EG, you have two members to kind of trade. And it actually really works out pretty well here for FURIA.
This is good so far. They know exactly where this final player is. Cert couldn't get a kill. So the money's going to grow for the FURIA side. And if you are EG, you got another buy, maybe even two buys in the bank. Ethan has a ton of money. Ethan and Cert both are over 9K. So they're living the dream at the moment. Not fully. They're still just one round ahead.
Getting closer and closer. I like the, I don't know if I like it, but I appreciate the fact that Vinny just went into the molly to take down and get a kill for himself. That put him at double digits. So, you know, sometimes you need that.
That's really uncomfortable. That's even more uncomfortable.
Christine, you had mentioned the round prior that FURIA hasn't really been fighting for this spot. Art just goes, he goes super aggressive.
Ambitious.
Through the smoke. Also, I was talking about a very aggressive play here, and then holding the sides as well. I think K-Strada gets that kill onto the B-bomb site there. So nice hold initially here from FURIA. It's a 4-on-4.
I think the big benefit is if Henny is still peering down that A ramp, he'll have a lot of information. There's two players on this side of the map, actually close to three. One is just rotating back, and like I said, because Henny has that deep angle, they can stack over towards this bomb site. They have the read. K-Serrano peeks out. He had just looked away. That's the bomb as well. Good trade from Cirque, and a better opening kill from Tarek. Now it's all Yuri. Has to dodge Tarek for the moment. Spam into the smoke. And this would be a phenomenal win to have if you are Tarek. Gonna back away, 38 seconds on the clock. Might be able to rotate around. Content.
25 seconds.
He has a smoke to work with as well here.
Yeah.
But it's a really good position for FURIA. I mean, you don't even have to peek here. As soon as he plants the bomb, this one you should see the reaction. Go together here. Very difficult round for Tarek, but we should see Mr. Content. Can he? Ooh. Gets the first. But Henny, nice little flick there.
Scavenging.
Another round for FURIA,
like
but both
vulture.
of these rounds have been very close here. So for EG's end, you're still very happy with this in terms of like you're not letting FURIA really grow their economy. Yeah, the rounds were pretty close and they're winning those rounds, but all it takes is the one round here from EG, and you're just forcing FURIA on a really uncomfortable positioning, especially when we look at the scoreline. It's 11-11. You know, the closer these rounds kind of go, the more risk it is for EG to kind of be, or for FURIA rather, to kind of land on these like really poor double eco kind of rounds.
Also, Art, he's been shut down multiple times towards that A, but as soon as if he finds his groove towards that area, or the timings rather, because you know he's just going to keep pushing. He's just going to
Yeah.
keep pushing, whether
He's
it's
gonna keep
A
testing it.
or mid. Yeah, he's just going to keep testing it. So one of these rounds, he's surely, if we follow the pattern, going to find the timings. So that round should be more favored in Furia. So hopefully, for Furia's sake, that round comes sooner rather than
Well,
later.
it's a timeout called by Furia as well. So I think I mean, just what you mentioned, Robin, with them being pretty much out of money and on the verge of being broken, that's a timeout just to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Yep.
This is a very critical round at 11-11 with your entire economy on the line. So it
Yep.
makes sense to just take a deep breath and chat about it.
And we talk about the whole thing of like change of pace and even like a game of chess essentially, right? And Christine, you mentioned it with Art. Like Art has been very aggressive on this A bomb side, and it's for good reason. If we look at it at the end of it, like you also don't want to like. We don't want to be narrow-minded of like thinking just round after round like, oh, he died. He's also setting up a mindset for EG saying, hey, just be always mindful of Art being very aggressive on the A bomb side, you know, like short control or whatever. Here we're gonna see Art start flipping here now. We're gonna see Art go a little bit more aggressive towards mid. We're gonna see Art go a little bit aggressive towards B, right? And it's all that kind of mind plays of, you know, like you gotta look at the whole grand scheme of the half rather than like one round at a time. And I think that FURIA is doing exactly that. So we'll see. There was a timeout, an extended one. I think we had a tech and attack, but we're back.
Oh.
Misses that, and this is supposed to be a pretty fast A take from EG, and just because that missed flashback, it's actually going to allow EG or Furia to go a little bit more aggressive here. Not going to be initially flashed, but it doesn't really matter. He's flashed himself, but still gets the kill onto, again, we talked about it. It's Art again.
Listen, sometimes when
No,
you make,
absolutely, yeah.
it's just not going to pan out at
Exactly,
times.
and that's the thing about like a playstyle like this, right? Like when it works, it's gonna look absolutely insane, and when it doesn't, it's gonna look like this. And I mentioned this
It's
whole thing
called
with
shit happens when you party naked.
yes. And here's the thing for Fury as well, and it's very much the same as Fnatic, right? You are kind of expecting Art to die, or you're expecting JW to die, and here's the thing: you want to have a good plan for what you're doing with the 4 remaining players. If Art gets kills and stuff, fantastic. But what can we do to kind of ease up the load that he's doing when he's playing so aggressively?
Oh, I think this has got to be a save now for Furia.
It should be. Not a lot of nades here. You have an AWP and you have Yuri with a lot of, like, very low HP, so slow and steady for EG.
The bummer about a save like this is they don't really have a whole lot of money to buy behind these 3 weapons. Although you imagine Henny could actually drop one over if he wants to not pick up any nades. So they could actually have a pretty decent arsenal for defense in the next round.
Right, and this is nightmare scenario for Furia, because we mentioned it last round. Henny survived by himself, 1 member alive.
Yeah.
They're forced to fall back and save here. Even if they want to go for the retake, they know next round we're not getting a lot of money. Like you said, it's going to be a scrappy even for the 2 remaining Kisrado and Art. Art, I mean, he's probably just going to buy an SMG and do the same thing anyway. But definitely, I mean, it's a very important round for Fury to save. Again, really nice, calm, collected round from EG as well. And the money is growing on their end. Not as much as you'd think.
Not as much as you'd like.
Yeah, it's still, but they can still buy 1 more round. So for Furia, they need to string some more rounds together here to try and take control of this economy. Mid-take this time. This to be a pretty fast one. Torek and Stan making their way.
Ooh, here we go. Turning the corner. Furia ready for it. Oh, but it's an SMG. Is that Art as well? There goes the smoke. That's going to give Stanislaw an angle. Yuri's got to back off. Molotov to make sure they can't wrap behind, but look at this pinch. This is such a coolly executed strategy. This needs to be a kill for Art, but it's not going to happen. That second kill in mid might have been everything.
Yep.
What a great hit for EG.
That's a great little read as well from EG. I talked about it before, like what happens when you get stuck on that bomb site. EG does a really good job. They have B ramp control and they also have mids. Where can Furia really stand? Well, obviously they're standing on the bomb site, but what happens? You just get completely stuck. 1 flashbang, you're just dead. Great round from EG, and it's a change of pace that really matters, right? Because for Furia, they don't even have time to react of like, hey, let's go down A or B ramp for this round. There's no time for that. It's literally just get stuck on the bomb right off the bat. It's a very quick round. And for EG, now I'm actually changing my mind a little bit. It actually looks like EG is like running away with this on this half.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've got such good economic control that there's nothing to really slow them down for the time being. Even this round is going to be tough if you're Fury to even be motivated to buy anything at all. Even any kind of a half buy might just be wasted money. Good kills from Cirque. But I mean, a lot of that hit is the power of the confusion from the mid attack and from the attack up the stairs towards that B bomb site, and the FURIA defense just never made a decision on which one to defend.
Yeah, Stanisla's been having a really good time calling on this side of things, changing the pace, finding the pace, and punishing Art time and time again. And the reactions off picking off Art, it's been key every single time. It's been the right decision from the EG side.
Yeah, and another one we talk about economy. I mean, this is a very uphill battle for FURIA. Not only do you have to string a lot of CT rounds together, but you also have to do it with T's buying every single round basically from here on out, with bomb down here going down also. Oh man, for Henny, maybe get a kill here, but probably not going to be likely here. 14-11. We'll see if FURIA can start to get some answers here. Again, I go back to how FURIA's T-side happened when I talk about EG with the adaptation. Same thing for FURIA here. It's a FURIA attack. We'll see what they're going to want to talk about. Again, I mentioned we haven't seen a retake from both of these teams yet.
Last chance saloon.
Yeah, last chance definitely. And again, with these buys as well, not a lot of economy. And it kind of forces you as well. It sucks in some sense, because obviously you want to buy here, but you also know that, hey, like, this is going to be a scrappy buy. We're not going to have full set of nades. And what happens is, because FURIA has been playing aggressive the whole half, they have to keep up the trend because they don't have enough nades to do otherwise.
But this time around, at least Art has a rifle. We've seen him on MP9 so many times.
Yeah.
Every time he's trying to do those plays. So he's already on the back foot a little bit in those instances. So this time around with that A4, hopefully it gives him the edge that he's looking for.
It's weird to see him so shut down in this second half, considering when you look at his scoreline, he's 22 and 22.
Yeah.
He was so...
All those kills came.
Yeah,
So early on.
Here again, I said it. Another fast round for FURIA. They're not. They don't have a lot of nades. They wasted already like half of what they had here. We need to get some kills here. Good job by Art. This is definitely the start they need. They can fall back here 5-on-4. I would love another mid-round aggression here come in. Henny is a good spot. Let's see some flashbangs. Let's take over the ramp control here. Help this guy out.
Oh dear, that's awkward. That should have been a kill. He'll be frustrated. The boost over. Art gets 2 more kills. That's wild.
That boost paying huge dividends, and Henny, we've seen this crossfire work so well, but Henny doesn't even, yeah, that's a nice spam, you know?
I didn't even see his leg.
I don't think he either. I think he just shot, you know? Game intuition, tingling away.
Spidey sense.
Yeah.
All right. So FURIA does it. Stand their ground.
Oh.
That's a really sick adjustment. He'll be able to get a plant. This actually could get interesting. Oh, he's not going for it yet.
They have money. He wants more. The FURIA have to be so sloppy to even give Stanislaw a chance here.
Yeah, but I mean, it's over now. Coming in from behind, not even a plant. 2 rounds back is FURIA. First map, remember, was 16-14 in the favor of FURIA.
And that was EG's pick.
29-12
this is FURIA's
on
pick.
And it was pretty much the same setup for FURIA, but the difference here is that Art actually gets the entry, and then Henny, obviously, if you look at the setup, it's Art and Yuri pushing that short A control, and then Henny just holding the ramp. And as I pointed out, they were kind of forced to go aggressive there. Now, thankfully, they fell back and they kind of like regrouped a little bit, which is great. Again, we see what is the answer here from FURIA. They have a lot more nades this time around. This is actually a pretty nice early on setup for FURIA. We just have Henny taking the shot, throwing some nades, but you're forcing T's to waste a lot of nades. And as we talked about, and as I would have loved to see again and again, is the A retake kind of positioning, or at least like some mid-round aggression. We see that for FURIA here. You don't have to take the fight early. Have T's waste a bunch of nades here, and now this is when you make the move. This is when you pounce. They're not going to be expecting it. 2 kills.
Oh man, if they grab hold of this right at the end, money's starting to really dwindle on EG. They could use this plant. That would be actually super important. Cirque, close up, won't see the head of Henny. Good peek from K Serato. This is massive.
Wow.
4 players survive, so the defense is going to be just fine. There's no plant, and I think EG like kind of has to buy here. Yeah, because Cirque can drop a gun over. Tarek, Sanazon, Ethan will buy themselves. Breeze will get a drop. But, I mean, if they lose this, they really are out of money.
Yeah, now we're going to see a double op setup coming out of FURIA, I believe for the first time in this half. I mean, FURIA have been on the back foot economically the whole time around, so this should change the dynamic just a little bit. I don't think it's going to change much, though. Art's still going to do his normal Art things.
Yeah. Yeah, he will. I don't know, but at least he's like cooled down, you know? At least they've been able to put a stop to it this half. Which is crazy to think it's still a grind, despite the fact that you're shutting down one of the main strengths, one of the main win conditions of this team. That's got to be tough. 14-13 as FURIA make a comeback.
And Art, this time around, he's going
Sounded like he
straight
did
to B.
something useful today, Robin.
Yeah, I mean, listen. It just so happens that we've just noticed that every time I come back here, the more blind I just so happens to become. And this time it was a problem, but there's a reason why I keep coming back to this event. Super helpful, guys. I love the BTS events.
Oh,
we're going to be getting some zoomed-in kind of UI versions for us here, so I can see. So I have to gamble on what I'm actually seeing. So thank you so much for that.
Oh my dear God! Surely not.
Jeez.
I can't believe he almost had that. I also can't believe he didn't have any support with it up at that angle. Why is there not a second player?
Originally he had a second player there with him, but because he got the stairs for free, I think they just wanted to over-rotate towards this A.
Yeah, they just had to fall back.
Yeah.
Well, there are two players here. That AWP on Henny is way, way back at the bomb site.
And this is the little bit worrisome part for me, right? And we're getting to that point now that I was talking about. Now, the issue here is that EG has a lot of nades. They have Maul as well. That's going to force Henny back. And there's smokes down on the ground. And we look at it now. We have one smoke, one flashbang, one HE left on FURIA. Now we just have the one smoke, one flashbang. Bomb down. This should be a save for FURIA. You should go for the tie here instead. You don't have enough nades to retake this. This is the winning situation. This happens a lot in Europe. And the reason why I had mentioned, for example, a team like Big does their seat inside so perfectly in the sense of like being so fluid with what they want to do and always having the T's second guess themselves of like when they are doing the retake for T's in this position. If you look at the actual afterplant here, T's have no nades left. This is the dream scenario you want to be in the CT. Now the difference is that FURIA had no nades left, so now you ended up losing the round. It's kind of that straightforward in some sense. Obviously it takes a little bit more into it, but that's the gist of it. And EG does a good job with the plant there. 15-13, 2 saved weapons from FURIA here. But a nice little round again. Looking at the money on the FURIA side, it's not great. Vinny's gonna be forced on an SMG.
I'm telling my oppers to go win us this round if I'm FURIA.
Well, there's double oppers, so you definitely have to go for entries here, right? Like, just go ham with it. We have 2 aggressive oppers. Henny can definitely also play aggressive. We've seen it on A ramp. Art, obviously, let's not talk about him. We know he's gonna be in T spawn for in 5 seconds, so. He has a good spawn towards B as well, so we're probably going to see the drop with the flashbang as well.
I don't know. He did it last round, right? He like got picked off of those stairs, went for a 1-for-1. I don't know if we'll see it be too crazy of aggression. I'd like to see an op in mid. Just get that deep angle towards mid of the map and just control that.
I hope that we see that from Henny and Art, actually, because of this positioning. And also, you can do a little bit of trick. We talk about the small things. Let's say Henny were to go mid here and takes a shot, even though he doesn't see anyone. It might force the EG guys to be a little bit sloppy and be like, hey, let's go towards B and take a peek.
Oof, Art, he went for the drop play.
Yeah. He did go back to the aggression.
Yeah.
He went for the drop.
You know, this time, though, he had help from K. Serato, but he also gets traded out. I mean, he does some damage before he gets taken out, but at this point, this is definitely not enough. Yuri's getting burned alive.
I think he was hoping that Molotov wasn't actually going to spread to him. He, like, glanced at it. I didn't think it was going to spread to him.
I think that was a fair risk to go for him, too.
That position would have been so strong. Regardless, 3-on-4. And Vinny. Yeah, it's all on him. He's got all the pressure, all the utility thrown his way. Needs 1 kill and to survive, but he won't even get that. This is going to be a round. This is going to be a map for EG. We're going to 3. We're going to Inferno, baby.
We're going to Inferno. The perfect 3rd map in a series.
Now here's the thing for me, don't get me wrong, like I think EG played this map really well. I think that their T side as well was like a lot of like cool stuff, a lot of change of pace and stuff like that. I will say though, I actually do think that FURIA needs a little bit more work on the CT side of the map. I actually think the T side was good, but just the fact that they seem to only have this one like kind of gear on this map, where, you know, with the current meta and stuff like that, you need to be able to like kind of slow it down a little bit and have some mid-round aggressions, to have some retakes at the same time. Because if you keep doing the same aggression for T side, they're holding defensively. They're not wasting a lot of nades to do it early, and just like throwing some some X-Bronze in between. Definitely, I mean, this is a good showing from EG. I do think FURIA definitely needs some work on that CT side. We are going to a third map. Let's talk more about it after the break.